Relax. It's ASMR. Hello everyone. Welcome to another unboxing video of a Bespoke Post box. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys what's in this one. I've also have a little bit different setup. I don't know if you can tell a difference in the camera, but I am using my new Osmo Pocket to shoot this video. And I'm also using a new recorder. I was in contact with Zoom, the people who make the H6 recorder that I was using. And even though it was out of warranty, they still asked me to bring it in or send it into them so they could diagnose the problem, which they did. And they also noticed a few more problems that were with the unit that I hadn't noticed, but made it eligible to be replaced. So they have just sent me, I think last week, a new H6 recorder, which is exactly like the one I had, except now it's new. And so I'm hoping that some of the high-pitched whine that some of you guys were hearing and I was hearing occasionally in my audio and some of the other sounds that I was having trouble with, some of the hissing and static sounds, will be gone. So a new recorder and a new camera. So it's a brand new day in the ASMR Vid studio. So please give me your feedback and let me know what you think. I'm also only recording with 2 microphones instead of the normal 4. I'm going to see how that works. I'll probably eventually go back to the 4, but I just want to kind of see how these 2 microphones that I normally use on either side of me do with handling the sound. So it's actually been a while since I've shot a video. The ones you've been seeing the last few weeks are some that I shot in January and kind of gave myself a head start because I knew that some of my schoolwork was going to be hectic, and I was right. So now I am back on to shooting videos weekly, although if I can shoot ahead, I probably will. But enough chit chat and catching you guys up. Let's see what's in the box. This was not the box that they picked out for me this month. I decided not to get that box and get this one instead, and I'll tell you why when I open it up. You also may notice my voice sounds a little bit different. I'm getting over a chest cold. I still have a bit of a cough and stuff like that, so I apologize if I sound a little froggy, but maybe that'll sound good. So we've cut the tape. Still getting used to the position of this camera, making sure that it is lined up. There we go. Now it's all straight. Now, pop them in. And I've got do a little bit different here with this because I have this camera lower because the Osmo Pocket does not have a zoom on it. So I've had to bring the camera down to accomplish the same effect. But the other positive side of it is I have the app on my phone that shows me what the camera is seeing, so I have a little bit better handle on what is actually being shown. I don't have to look at it later. So, kind of spoils the surprise of what's in the box. This is the box I got. It's called Terra. It is a sort of digging tool, but it also has a set of blades on it and some other things that make it kind of a multi-tool. It sounded very useful. This says, Terra, inspired by Japanese hori-hori knives, Your new ultimate tool is built with features to do just about anything. Against the grain, in the wild, use the saw to cut a new path, clear an old one, cut branches for kindling, or build a shelter, or just use it for light gardening, pruning at home. Get hammered. The reinforced pommel base can function as a mallet, ready to pound tent stakes into the ground, drive a wedge to split lumber, or even tenderize a steak. That sounds like a good idea. 2 for 1. Setting a snare, hanging up a bear bag, tying a tree to the roof of your car. Cut twine to do it here, and when you're done, crack a cold one with the bottle opener. Dig deep. Whether you're unearthing truffles or planting herbs, look to this instead of your standard spade. The rulered markings ensure you always reach the proper depth. Cut and dry. To clear away weeds, slice into the soil with the smooth edge of the blade. It'll cut through stems and roots with little effort, allowing you to easily remove whole plants. And then the back of the card says it's always better to be over-prepared than caught off guard. We gathered this Outdoorsy Ready Kit to help on that front. No matter what kind of weekend adventure you're embarking on, it'll come in handy to make the great outdoors that much greater. Whether you are seeding a plant bed, fashioning a rope swing, whittling a piece of wood, or hammering in some tent stakes, reach for this new ultimate tool by Barebones. Based on the traditional Japanese hori-hori, this blade is made of heat-treated steel and eco-friendly bamboo, and is also as utilitarian as it gets. It's got serrated and straight knife edges, depth markings, a pommel base for pounding in nails, a curved design for scooping soil, and a twine cutter bottle opener for good measure. Plus it comes housed in a rough and tumble sheath, made to be as durable and functional as the tool itself. When you're ready to relax and tune into nature, the handmade Autobahn bird call is ready for you. Just twist the cast zinc plug against the birch cylinder to create a chirp, which will attract whatever songbirds are around to come out and sing. If the sound starts to fade, apply a little rosin from the included capsule to the contact point of the wood and metal, and it'll be as good as new. When you're washing up from your day in the outdoors, scrub away with the Base Light Detox Scrub Bar. It has activated charcoal to soothe your skin and to get all the toxins and impurities out, along with an exfoliating coffee grounds and moisturizing shea butter. It'll also leave your skin smelling earthy and fresh, all without any synthetic ingredients. Now go out and get your hands dirty. They always have pretty good copy that they write with these cards. I always enjoy reading them as a marketing guy. I should use this sticker in my videos more often. It just says, enjoy. I often say that at the end of my videos. I think I'm going to put it up here for now. Find a way to use that later. So, now that we've read all about it, let's actually take a gander. We have a nice canvas bag, drawstring. That's cool. I think that has the soap and the little bird call thing in it. And here we have the digging tool. They didn't call it a hori-hori, they said it's based on a hori-hori, so. And that's it. So let's move this out of the way. Just fold some of this paper back down inside. And we'll close up the box. Okay. Well, so far I'm really liking this camera setup. I can smell the soap. It's a which is amazing since I've had a cold. I'm happy to be able to smell anything at this point in time, but this soap is particularly pleasant. It says Base Light Detox Scrub Bar, Gold Moss, and Activated Charcoal. Wash every day. I think I got some of the same brand in my other box that I got last month that had the toiletry products in it. So this is a solid, dark gray block of soap. Has a mild smell, or my smelling could just be impaired, so don't go by my estimations on this for this go round, but I can smell it. So it may be that it's very, very powerful and just cutting through my stuffy nose. But I do like the smell. It's kind of it's not super manly, but it's kind of a neutral, earthy, woodsy smell. Not sure what gold moss is. Our deep cleaning body soap for any skin in need of an overhaul. Activated charcoal draws out toxins and impurities while shea butter restores essential moisture. Coffee grounds wake up skin, scrubbing away dirt and grime along the way. All in all, this bar gets the job done. It has olive oil, coconut oil, soybean oil, corn oil, hemp seed oil, shea butter, water, sodium hydroxide, fragrance, coffee grounds, and activated charcoal. So I wonder if the coffee grounds are used coffee grounds? Did someone enjoy a cup of coffee? Or are they just ground up coffee that hasn't been used at all? I don't know. So I really like this bag. This is a nice sized little leather bag. And so this is the bird call mechanism. I don't know how loud this is going to be, so I may blow out my speakers here. So it basically just squeaks. I won't do that a lot. I don't want to make it really loud. But it looks like there's a screw in here that you can adjust. And it's got just a little rounded, bell-shaped, kind of looks like an acorn here, from here to here. And it just squeaks against the wood. It's rather ingenious. Newington, Connecticut. Audubon bird call. So, and then here's the little capsule of resin to keep it functional. I wonder how many birds I can attract to my backyard. Now that it's starting to be spring, they are coming back. It's very nice. That and all of the Canadian geese, which are everywhere. So now we come to the main attraction. And one of the reasons that I got this is I want to give it to my son, who is planning a trip. And he will be doing some camping. And I thought that this would be a good tool for him to have at his disposal if he needed to do a variety of different tasks. And I did research on it from the company that actually makes it, and for people who are experts in this type of thing. And this company got pretty good reviews, and this tool got pretty good reviews as well. So we have a little booklet all about it, how to clean it, cleaning and maintenance. More information, website. We'll go through that in just a little bit. There's a snap here. I think that needs to be go. So now we can pull that off. This is kind of looks like just string that's been dipped in ink or paint or something like that. So it's got a nice heft to it. It is got a fair amount of protective oil on it as well. That's nice. So I'm very glad that it does not seem to be stainless steel. It seems to be forged steel. So I think that it will be able to be sharpened if need be. So I was hoping that this would be a tool that would last more than just a year or so. But if my son wanted to sharpen it, he could. Because usually with stainless steel, it's just not, you can try, but it's not going to really be effective at resharpening. So here we have the different markings that show the depth. They seem to be probably about an inch apart. And this cuts string and also opens up bottles. It seems to be fairly sharp. This edge, it's nice and sharp. It's not super, you could definitely, I think, put a sharper edge on that if you wanted to. But for cutting through small roots, stuff like that, it's perfectly acceptable. This has actually got some good sharp pointed teeth on it. I don't know how quickly it would dull, but it seems like it would definitely do the work of sawing through some small small branches. It has a nice point, and then I don't know if you can see the blade itself has a little bit of a scoop to it, like that. So it acts kind of like a trowel. Not a very deep one, but one nonetheless. And then this is the same material as this, and it's a solid metal, so it's not just like a piece of wood that is encased in metal. This is actually a separate piece. And then it has a screw here, which I guess pulls everything together. So it seems to be weighted more on this side of the handle, and I guess with the pommel that makes sense. But yeah, it's got a little flat place here for your thumb. It feels very comfortable in my hand. I like it. It's actually a little bit better quality than I thought it would be. I'm impressed. And then we have this sheath holder here, riveted together, stitched, has a place for your belt, and then this leather snap that holds everything together. Slides in, snaps over. So let's see what we have here. The other thing I like about this camera setup is that I do not have to worry about it cutting off at about 15 to 18 minutes, which my other camera, I had to keep an eye on it or it would automatically shut off because it would get too hot. So, Bare Bones Woodsman Collection. Explore the wild. The Woodsman's Collection was developed to enrich the full spectrum of outdoor experiences, from chopping firewood to planking cedar for cooking, to clearing overgrown paths. Inspired by our founders' love of the outdoors and built to last through a lifetime of use, they are staples for both ordinary tasks and rugged adventures. There are simple functional tools I'd pick over every other to hold in my side in the wilderness. They don't just support the outdoor experience, they are an everlasting part of it. Woodsman's blades apply a thin coat of protective oil after each use, wipe clean of dirt, water, and fingerprints regularly, Tighten parts and sharpen when needed. Waxed canvas. Gently brush off any visible dirt. If you must wipe clean, use plain water and mild soap only. Do not machine wash or dry clean, as it will strip the wax away. At home amidst the sounds of crackling bark, the movement of soft earth gives way to paths meant to be carved. Deep, crisp smell of the pines provides welcome seclusion, with familiar forms of tools that have lasted a lifetime. I am returned to the simple pleasures of life, moving from task to craft, to freedom, to find my soul and spirit at peace. It's very nice. Bare bones, elevated living outdoors. Cultivate, cook, camp, explore. This is under the camp. Bamboo wood handle, one-piece stainless steel construction. Well, this says stainless steel. Straight edged or serrated edge. Bottle opener, twine cutter. So this says stainless steel. The other says forged steel. That doesn't have a stainless steel look to it, but maybe it's just been treated. I don't know. I'm sure my son will have an opinion, and he will either like it or he will say this isn't worth it. In which case I'll have a nice tool for myself. So, it's a nice little box this month. Some simple little items. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think of this setup. I'm hoping that it will be a little bit easier for me to edit, and hopefully the sound quality has improved from my last few videos. I know I really struggled with trying to keep some of those distracting noises out, and sometimes I was more successful at doing that than others. So, I will see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't, and I will be making more videos to help you relax and feel ASMR tingles. Thanks, guys. Bye.